very optimistic we're going to come together on a bicameral, bipartisan basis with a package. Something may have happened in the last hour I'm not familiar with, but I think we're on the way to getting that through the House this week, and with cooperation could get it through the Senate as well. Let me tell you what I think they all have in common. They all have in common. This is not the Democratic Party of even 4 years ago. All of the remaining candidates have basically signed on to the same sorts of things that would lead America in the direction of a socialist state. And I think, from my perspective, it doesn't really make any difference who they nominate. The battle in the fall is going to be, what do you want America to be like for your children and grandchildren? And I think it's going to be a stark difference, the biggest policy difference that I've witnessed in my time in the Senate in a presidential race.
Okay, thank you, everybody. The biggest question, testing. When and where? They could not answer how soon people would be able to get the tests. We need an on-site test, not a test that has to be sent far away and sent back. And we need to know where people can get it, how people can get it, and we need to make sure it's not so costly that people don't get it. And there were no answers to those vital questions. We hope we will have answers from them soon. There's going to be a meeting tomorrow. Democrats and Republicans in House and Senate are the adults in the room. While the president spends all his time spreading misinformation, downplaying the significance, blaming people, even latching on to conspiracy theories, it is good that Democrats and Republicans in the House and Senate are working together very quickly, and we all believe that we will have a bill passed and on the president's desk by the end of this week. DC and FDA and HHS, the number will be much closer to the one that I had and our caucus had suggested, $8.5 billion, than the $2.5 billion that the president suggested, which had been way too little. It will provide a lot of funding to the localities, the community health centers that need the help. It will provide funding so that we can get equipment such as masks and ventilators to the communities. It will provide funding so that we can have a vaccine. We believe that the vaccine should be very cost effective and not be out of the reach of average folks. While the Trump administration's response has been too slow and halting, Congress is taking swift action. And we would plead with the president to start showing some leadership, to start acting like a leader, like the adult we need, serious, sober, and credible, not going to rallies and blaming people. When you make a legitimate criticism, that's our function. And for the president to act correctly, he would take those criticisms seriously and deal with them.